100 metres from the North Sea, 6 men still have a mathematical chance to become the 1980 world champion with 4 races to go. Alan Jones has an 11-point lead over Brabham's Nelson Piquet. 9 points for a win, remember. Jones's Saudi Leyland teammate Carlos Reutemann in 3rd place is only 2 points ahead of Ligier's Jacques Laffite, and René Arnoux and Didier Pironi could still beat any of the others. In practice this year, as last, René Arnoux in the Renault's been fastest, some 2 seconds inside the lap record, with his teammate Jean-Pierre Jabouille 2nd. Then Reutemann 3rd fastest, Jones 4th, Piquet 5th and Laffite 6th, with just over 2 seconds covering all 24 starters. Starters which include 3 British drivers for a pleasant change. McLaren's John Watson, who had a nasty crash in practice, new boy Nigel Mansell, a superb 16th fastest in his Lotus, and Jeff Lees in the Unipart Ensign. So there is the lineup down on the grid. There is Alan Jones and here is James Hunt.
Well, Alan Jones has had a wonderful season so far. Things have run well for him. He's been consistent. He's picked up the results. He's made no mistakes apart from his rather disastrous Argentinian Grand Prix when he made 3 mistakes and then lucked out and won the race. Since then, he's been clear and he's run very consistently, as in fact has Nelson Piquet, who is running a strong 2nd in the World Championship at the moment by dint of great reliability. They've only won 1 race. But Alistair Corbell's arrival at the Brabham team has got their reliability really sorted out, and Nelson's taking advantage of that. He's driven intelligently and picked up the points wherever he could.
Well, the warm-up lap completed. 72 laps, that's 190 miles to go around this demanding Zandvoort circuit, which can be very slippery because of sand. In the front, Arnoux and Jabouille. Behind them, Jones and Reutemann. The engine revs rise, the weather's good. And it's a good, clean start. And look at Alan Jones on the right. He's punched through to 2nd position. He's ahead of Jabouille. Laffite has slotted in behind him. And Jones is challenging Arnoux as they go round Tarzan. In fact, Jones has driven right round the outside of Arnoux, and he leads with Laffite 3rd, Reutemann 4th, and Jean-Pierre Jabouille in 5th place, and they're all away cleanly.
Well, Alan Jones has certainly started with the confidence of a World Championship leader. He drove really spectacular piece of aggressive driving round the outside of Arnoux from at least a length behind him going into the first corner. He's come out clear and he's now really jumping away into the lead, which he needs to do, because the power of the Renault, when they get to the main straight, will take him past Alan Jones from anywhere as far as 30 yards behind him. Alan Jones has already got just about that, and he'll need it and the rest to keep ahead. That's what he's got to do. He's got to get clear on the first lap so that Arnoux can't come storming past him on the straight.
Jones leads with under 500 horsepower, Arnoux 2nd with over 500 horsepower, Laffite 3rd, Reutemann 4th, and Jean-Pierre Jabouille is in 5th place, chased by Nelson Piquet, who is 6th. Round sky black at the end of lap 1, Alan Jones leads. Streaming down this 180 mile an hour top straight, Alan Jones has pulled out a lead over René Arnoux. Then it's Laffite. Villeneuve in the background is coming up to take Bruno Giacomelli in the Scarlet Alfa Romeo. And Carlos Reutemann is well up. He's in 4th position behind Jacques Laffite 3rd. This is lap 2 as they go round towards the Hugenholtz, the left-hander, and there it is. And Jones roams very wide over the curbing there. Alan Jones onto the Hugenholtz, and into the pits comes Hector Ribarque, the Mexican driver.
And here we see the start again. Now, if we watch Alan Jones, who's the 2nd car on the right, behind the yellow one, just moving sharply to the right now. He made a good start. He's going round Jabouille. Meanwhile, on the far left of your picture at the front is Nelson Piquet making a good start. But Reutemann there cuts in front of him, causing Piquet to brake and destroying what he's done. Now, Jones is over a length behind Arnoux here as they go into the corner, and he just doesn't come onto the brakes as hard. He attempts to go round the outside, and it's really aggressive stuff. Look at that. Look at Jones sliding now as he comes out of the corner, fighting his way to the front. A really brilliant, confident start. I just hope that he hasn't messed it up, because as we saw just now on lap 2, he went over a curb there and he may have damaged the car, and it looked like an error of concentration. He didn't need to go over it.
Back on lap 2 out of 72, and look, the gap between Jones the leader and René Arnoux 2nd and Laffite 3rd has closed right up. Is Jones in trouble, or is Arnoux speeding up? Arnoux challenging. And what a terrific scrap behind them. Jabouille challenging for 4th place in the second of the Turbo Renaults, challenging Carlos Reutemann. And he's through, and Villeneuve well up, Giacomelli well up, coming through to the end of the second lap. Now, this is the 180-mile-an-hour straight, and we look down from the helicopter, and look at the 4 of them, absolutely together, and Jones is peeling off. Jones is going into the pits, and there's a new leader, it's René Arnoux.
Look at this not coming down now.
It's Arnoux, Laffite is second, Jabouille is third, with Carlos Reutemann driving around the outside of him on Tarzan, and there's 5 of them all together. Then there's Villeneuve and Piquet, and into the pits comes Alan Jones, gesticulating at the right-hand side of his car.
Yes, Jones seems to have damaged the skirt. He was pointing at the skirt, and that's what would have happened. A little bit unfortunate for him. The car should be able to take a bump like that, but it did look to me like a lack of concentration, because the car, well, he just let it ride over the car. Here it is again. Now you see he can now pull the car straight. He doesn't now, he just drives it over the curb. He doesn't need to do that, and that certainly could cost him the World Championship, that mistake.
And look at this. This is lap 3, and there is the third race leader in 3 laps, and it is Jacques Laffite, because Jacques Laffite has passed René Arnoux, who is now second, and off go Elio De Angelis and Didier Pironi in the Lotus and the Ligier. And Jacques Laffite leads, Arnoux second, Jabouille third, Villeneuve is 4th, Piquet is going through up into 5th position. Terrific stuff. Elio De Angelis, quite safe, out of his car, studiously ignoring Didier Pironi on the left, who is equally okay. And looking down again, now you can see how quickly these Grand Prix cars go as we finish lap 3 with Laffite and Arnoux closing right up on him with the terrific power of the Turbo Renault, but having to settle for 2nd place as they go into Tarzan, the right-hander. And that's one of the very few places where you can pass on this Dutch Grand Prix circuit.